Hi, I'm Lisa McGovern. I'm a school nurse support worker in Western Bartonshire Children and Families, and I live in Drumchapel.
My name's Gregor Ritchie. I live and have a family in Drumchapel.
So I'm Susan McKellar. I work for Parent Network Scotland and I'm from Drumchapel.
My name's Peter Divers. I have lived and worked in Drumchapel all my life, and I work for the G15 Youth Project.
Hi, I'm Charlene Davis and I live in Drumchapel. I'm currently a nursery manager at Lullaby Lane at Mulgai.
So ACES are adverse childhood experiences, and as adversity or a high level of adversity stressors that you experience as a young person.
ACES is an adverse childhood experience, so it's anything that causes trauma in a child when they're younger.
ACES are adverse childhood experiences, and this is trauma experienced in your childhood.
ACES are adverse childhood experiences that can happen in early childhood that can affect someone potentially for the rest of their lives.
ACES stands for Adverse Childhood Experiences, and it's negative experiences and trauma that happen within your childhood.
So it's anything that causes trauma in a child when they're younger.
Some ACES could be having a family member in prison, having alcohol dependent parents, feeling poor, being bullied. There's a wide range of ACEs, and it's relative to each individual.
Domestic violence, drug addiction, alcohol abuse.
In the house of domestic violence, physical abuse, verbal abuse.
Some including bullying and abuse.
Understanding ACEs has really affected me in my work capacity. It allows me to identify young people's behaviours and moods, and then I feel comfortable having a conversation with them about how they're feeling or why they're feeling the way they're feeling, and it allows both of us to then put steps in place for them to feel better and to make some changes.
Understanding ACES has had a huge effect on me as a mother, as a employer. Now that I look at myself and I look, right, okay, why do I act certain ways? Why do I have such frustrations with some relationships? And being able to see myself and look at my own ACEs and my own background.
Well, it helps me in my job as well, because I work with children and families. I go out and support families within the home, and I think understanding children's behaviour and understanding why they behave the way they behave, maybe there's something negative happened within their life.
It's made me reflect on my childhood and the childhood of my friends and my family members.
Understanding ACES has affected me because I'm understanding the behaviour a lot more. I'm not judging people, I'm thinking about what happened to them rather than what are they doing. So it's actually changed my perception about addiction, homelessness. It's changed my view actually in the world.
These young people can end up getting labelled as maybe the badly behaved children at school or the ones that won't sit still, but it's about being curious what's happened there. It's not like what's wrong with them, what's happened to them, and these ACES scores give us an understanding of maybe something that could have happened to them potentially that's now making them behave like that.
It's important because if you think about how children live in different environments, how it affects their brain development, and then that ultimately affects how the adult you become.
I think it's really important to understand ACEs because the more you're aware about adversity in childhood, the more you can reflect on your own childhood, and then you can sort of move on from certain things.
Because it helps us understand what's going on for that person. It helps us understand the behaviour that they're displaying and how we can then help them change that for themselves so that actually they can get out the cycle that they're in.
It's very important for us to understand what ACEs are and the effects they can have for the future generations. If we can put steps in place just now to prevent ACEs or even help people who are going through ACEs, we can really stop the next generation going through a lot of tough times.
It's made me think how I parent in the environment that I want my children to grow up in.
So it's made me be a much more understanding parent and learned to try and not take shortcuts with parenting, and it's made me grow as a person as well and have a better bond and a stronger relationship with my son, which is totally invaluable.
It has definitely changed the way I parent. I'm probably more emotional and talk more about emotions and try and give him words to express how he's feeling. It's really important that he's able to express his trauma.
Understanding ACEs has totally changed my parenting approach. I'm so much more emotionally available for my children and give them more hugs when they're having a wee tantrum, rather than me screaming back at them, which has no effect. I talk to them calmly and I try and get them to calm down using little methods.
I understand and I can question now what happens, like why did you do that? So it makes me a better parent in that sense, because I'm not just kind of following suit from because my mum did it, then it's okay for me to do it. So it's been really helpful in understanding my own parenting styles and why I do things the way that I do.
I think the first thing we need to do is make everybody aware of what ACES is, help them understand it, and if adults now can take on board what adverse childhood experiences are and what it means, then hopefully we can put a lot of positivity into this generation that's coming up.
I think in the simplest ways, and that's just talking about, continue to talk about it, spread the word, share our knowledge, understanding, our personal experiences.
I definitely believe that there's a lot of people out there that can change what's going on for others. A wee bit of kindness, a wee bit of compassion, and a wee bit of understanding.
If you're drinking a lot, kids notice it. If you and your partner are arguing a lot, your kids notice it. They notice so much stuff. So see if we can start to change our behaviours, then our children will grow up feeling safer and especially more loved. Love something children need, and if they don't feel loved, that is a massive ACE.
I think the antidote to ACEs is connection, it's relationships. If someone's got that key relationship in their life, then that can make a huge difference. So you can suffer from ACEs, you can have childhood traumas, it doesn't mean you can't thrive and grow and develop and reach your full potential.
What I'd say is, you, just like me, and just like every other person that I know, has experienced adversity in their childhood and is capable of causing adversity for people around them. So I think it's really, really important that we learn what ACEs are, because it's going to help us and in the process help those around us, especially the young people and generally our community. And I think that's my message. Go out and learn what it is, because it's really important.
So adverse childhood experiences is something that would shape you going forward for the future.
Learn about it. ACES is amazing. It's so interesting, it's fascinating. It will allow you to address the issues you've had in your life, but also for the future of your children, their health and their well-being. It's such a massive part of their lives, and if you can learn about it just now, it could save them a lot of heartache in the future.
Have a think, like look at it, research it a wee bit and get to know more about it, because I think it could potentially change the rest of your life.
It's actually quite interesting how, as an adult, you think back your childhood and think it explains maybe behaviours that you've got as an adult. It's definitely an interesting thing to learn about, and I would tell you to go for it.